Stop looking for the perfect product to sell on Amazon. It doesn't exist. Most product research tools are pointing tens of thousands of sellers to all sourcing the same exact ASINs and brands to resell on Amazon. In this video, we're gonna cut through the noise and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to find underrated products to sell on Amazon. There's one main specific way that I've been able to land a number of brands, exclusive relationships just this year in selling on Amazon. And it's not what you think. The strategy I'm talking about is targeting international brands. So if you start targeting brands that are not based in the US, your likelihood of landing a brand direct account and ultimately being their exclusive partner just skyrockets. Everybody wants to work with the US based brands. Everybody wants to work with the brands that are already selling hundreds of thousands of dollars per month on Amazon. Nobody wants to take a risk. Nobody wants to actually bet on a brand early and be there early so then when it does scale, you are the authorized seller. You are the exclusive seller. It's much easier to land brands that way compared to the alternate, right? Where we're all doing the same methods, contacting the same US brands. Of course, they're tired of hearing our pitch. What we started doing instead is shifting our strategy. Instead of just US based suppliers, we're actually targeting brands that are nowhere near us. And it's kind of counterintuitive, right? A lot of you might be thinking, what about tariffs? What about all these import fees and all the hurdles you have to get through? Yes, there are hurdles. Yes, there are fees, but that's what every brand has to deal with coming in. And so if you can get that brand early, help them through the process of becoming a US-based brand, well-known, you have distribution in the US, you're selling on Amazon FBA. If you can do that for a brand, that is huge value adds. It's also a way for you to target brands that are selling super well in their marketplace, but are not doing anything in the US. So for example, one of the brands we just contacted and landed a direct account with them, really large brand, they're doing 7 figures a year in the UK, but if you look at their Amazon listings, it's terrible. One listing, there's 25 sellers, it's clearly arbitrage. Brand was not doing anything themselves, so they gave us the keys. We got brand registered, we are the only exclusive US Amazon seller, and the chances of us having a successful launch are just that much more likely because we're not banking on just no-name, random, AliExpress, Chinese no-name brands, right? I am targeting only brands that are already existing, they have demand, they're well-known, they're just not optimized on Amazon yet. And there are actually a couple ways you can target foreign marketplace brands to sell their products on Amazon. So number one, what I mentioned is Smart Scout. So obviously everyone's only using that for the US. What you don't realize is Smart Scout works in UK, Mexico, Canada. Any platform where Amazon is operating, where they have a marketplace, Smart Scout can give you details. So for example, go to Amazon UK, pull up the winning brands list there. Sure, you can look at what it's doing in the UK marketplace, but what we do is cross-reference to the US. So you look at how these brands are doing. Okay, that's great there. What is it on Amazon? Are they present at all? Are the listings optimized? Does it look good? Is it in stock? A lot of times the product's just not in stock. When you have to cross borders, the price increases, there's more opportunity, and there's less supply. So if you can be the guy with clean supply chain, I promise you will win that many more brands. The second main way we are landing foreign-based brands are trade shows. So we actually look at foreign international trade shows, and we have been to international trade shows before. So we landed one really good partner that way, had my buddy fly out, met him in person. I personally wasn't there, but I want to spend a lot more time in international trade shows moving forward. Even without ever attending the trade show though, you can look at the website, you can pull an exhibitor list, see what brands are going there, and then start contacting those foreign brands that way. A third really solid method to finding international brands is by leveraging distributors. Leveraging US distributors, sure, as they have connections all over the world, but also international distributors. So what you might not know is distributors sell to distributors all the time. That means you can leverage your US distributors. You also can work with foreign international distributors to have them import product and then ultimately you be the US distributor. So that's one way we've found a couple of brands to where we go directly to the brand. Hey, we sell to this distributor and some guy in the UK. Well, you technically can still contact that guy, try to open an account, and yeah, there's more hurdles with it being a foreign marketplace, have to import the products, COGS increase, all that stuff, but it's 100% worth it. So foreign distributors are way more inclined to sell you product than US-based distributors, at least if it's selling on Amazon. And strategies just like this are exactly what's gonna work moving into 2026. You have to have a different angle if you're gonna do Amazon wholesale and brand partnerships just like this. If your only methods are Google trade shows and Smart Scout, I'm sorry, you've probably heard that advice already online, which means thousands of people have already done those methods. Certain things like this and going over that extra hurdle, going the extra mile, whether it being a brand launch from scratch or working with an international brand, whatever it may be, those are value-added services that are actually valuable. Now, what is outdated is general reselling. If you have huge pockets, that rarely even matters anymore, to be honest, if you're gonna work with brands. They wanna see strategy, systems, and execution. It's not always about your budget, it's about the results you can bring. And that's one thing we do inside our private coaching community, the Wholesale Network. We help general resellers shift from just buying and flipping products to landing authorized distribution accounts and then eventually landing authorized brand direct relationships. When you have brand partnerships on Amazon as a reseller, that is how you last long term. It's not going to be from the skill of sourcing products because every product you find, somebody else finds it a day later. So it's this constant arbitrage hamster wheel to where, yeah, you're developing a skill set, but it's not necessarily a scalable one. With wholesale and brand partnerships, the skill set you are building actually translates to everything. Sales, negotiation, inventory management at scale. Not talking about just getting past an order cancellation. I'm talking about actually forecasting orders with your vendors. So if any of you out there are active sellers wanting to do brand direct, brand partnerships, and scale wholesale the right way, click the link below and apply for the Wholesale Network. That is the only place where I offer coaching. So you get my one-on-one coaching inside, weekly group calls, access to our active community and coaches, brand partner playbook course, resources such as our supplier list, VA placement services, and so much more. So if you are a serious reseller and you want to scale this up and build a real team and system around your wholesale business, click the link below and apply. And look, everything I'm saying is pretty straightforward, but it's not necessarily easy. Theory is one thing, but execution is another. And obviously a lot of this information for some of you might be perfectly useful at this point. But if you don't have an Amazon seller account open, you've never done wholesale, this might not be that relevant to you. Just start somewhere, start with the reselling, graduate to wholesale, but eventually keep in the back of your mind, you're gonna need to do brand direct partnerships or just create your own brand, that too. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. Let me know what else you wanna see from me, because at the end of the day, I'm creating these YouTube videos to put more value out to you. And if you guys have any questions from me, just DM me on Instagram at JonahHodges_. I answer everything. So good luck, get out there and start sourcing. If you're not having any success in the US, start looking overseas. Peace.